Losing your home to credit card debt will depend on whether you've secured that debt against your property. Let me run through secured and unsecured debts. Normally, when you're signing up for credit, it'll depend what type it is. A secured debt is normally something like a mortgage, secured loan, or a car loan. And the reason it's called secured is because you're telling the lender that if you can't pay, they have a way of retrieving their money through your assets. That's why rates on this type of credit are lower, because the lender has more security. Unsecured debts are solely reliant upon you paying the lender back, and credit cards, overdrafts, unsecured loans, they all normally come under this bracket. This means that if you default on these payments, the lender can't immediately turn to your assets for payment. So, providing you haven't signed a special agreement that secures your credit card against your assets, then you should be okay. To be honest, they're not very common, but this is why it's so important to read the fine print, even if it is boring. It isn't wise to ignore your credit card debt though, and this is why. If it gets passed to a debt collector and you continue to ignore the correspondence, they may think that you have no intention of paying it back. At this point, the creditor can apply to the court to issue you a CCJ, that's a county court judgment. To put it simply, if it's granted, the court is then ordering you to pay the money. And if you then decide to ignore the CCJ, then enforcement officers can visit you at home and take possession of your goods to sell and pay back your debt. This is how it can all escalate, so your best bet, before it gets that far, is to pick up the phone and discuss your financial situation with a credit card company. This way, you can hopefully come up with an affordable repayment plan where you can still afford to live and they take no action against you. If it's not just a credit card debt, or the credit card debt has got that big that it's keeping you awake at night, there are options available. There are various debt solutions available in the UK. Some lower your monthly repayments, while others can even write some of the debt off. You'll have to qualify for some of the solutions, and there are pros and cons to all of them. That's why it's important to fully get your head around them all before you make a decision. Below this video, I've linked to a form on my new website, and it's got a few multiple choice questions like how much debt do you owe and how many people do you owe. At the end of the form, it'll connect you to a company that I've partnered with to provide you with all the information that you need about debt solutions that are available. Click the link below, go and check it out, let me know how you get on.